We're very young. You know, we are. It's definitely a work in progress. You know, we are definitely dangerous in a lot of important areas. It's a well-balanced team. You know, but I see a team that's going to continue to grow as the season gets late, and for that, as a coach, you're really excited to know that, you know, the product that you're putting on the field is only going to get better and better. Here at Gulf Coast, we try to play all styles, right? We try to be, you know, if the game calls for a more defensive team, I think we can do that. If it's more of an up and down game, we do have the athletes for that. You know, if we need to play more of a possession style, I think we can do that as well. So, you know, that makes our process a little bit slower because we try to be, you know, kind of great at all things. But in the end, we think that's the best recipe for us to win championships. David, you know, is our starting goalkeeper. He, to me, is really special. You know, he makes our life hard in training. He gives us confidence behind us in the games. He talks a lot. He's good with his feet. He's long. He's lengthy. He's athletic. You know, he's one of the best keepers to ever walk through here. And he's going to make sure we have a chance in any game that we play. I think Zach is the leader back there. You know, he's taken a step forward for us. I'm really proud of the progress he's made. He's been a more disciplined player. He's been a more consistent player, and he's really one of the leaders on the team, you know, as our one returning starter. So I'm really proud of the work that he's put in. You know, Mark has been consistent back there for us as kind of a stand-in as we try to get, you know, Cohen healthy. And so I'm really happy with his progress as a center back, but we hope to be able to get him on the flanks a little bit and get him flying forward with his athleticism. You know, Mason has stepped in as a natural forward, playing outside back for us, and has been a threat back there, and he's been, you know, consistently working hard in defensive areas. Nigel can play back there as well. I mean, Nigel is a complete player who can play in the back, in the middle, and also going forward. But he definitely is you know, a guy that we can put his name down and know what the result's going to be. And I'm actually really proud of the progress that Tam's making as a left back. You know, has really started to take steps forward the last couple of games and show some consistency as a player that deserves to be on the field. So Guy is you know, the 90-minute player there. You know, we stick him in there, and he kind of runs the show. I'm really excited about his future. He's a leader. He's a guy that's really experienced, and he talks to the guys. He gives them confidence, and you know, you can tell that he's got another level than most of the players that he's playing against. So, you know, he definitely gives us confidence that, you know, we're going to have possession in a game, and, you know, the goals of the game are going to be complete, you know, because he understands the tactics really well. You know, in front of him, again, it's Nigel, it's Hayden Thomas, it's Victor, it's JB. These guys all present different styles for us. You know, Victor is, you know, a forward and a center mid. He works extremely hard. He's hard in the tackle. You're never going to question his heart and his effort, as well as, you know, his threat as making late runs into the box. JB's more technical and a little bit more flashy. Yeah, I think he's still, you know, getting comfortable in the game, but I think he's definitely going to show his worth by the end of the season. You know, Hayden is starting to show a little bit in his aggressiveness going forward. You know, so we look for him to continue to compete for a role within this team. Our forwards are still kind of by committee. I think, you know, no one would argue that Cade right now is one of our most dangerous players. He's so physical, he's so athletic. You know, he really is a presence up there. Whether we want to be direct and let him run over the top, or whether you want to play into his feet so he can be a little bit more physical with the ball at his feet. You know, he's probably our main threat, but we still have lots of other guys that, you know, can either give us a different look. So Victor, again, who we've talked about, you know, is not quite as athletic, but is still, with his hard working ability and his ability to press and his ability to run behind, he's also a dangerous threat. He's really good in the air. So he gives us a different look as well when we're putting crosses in the box. So, at times we can move Cade out wide and put Victor up top and know the result we're going to get. We'll start looking at Hayden playing on the front line as well, just because he can run at guys. Mills has a nose for goal. He's been successful and when he's been given the opportunities in scoring goals. So we look for him to try to continue to round out his game so that, he can be impactful on both sides of the ball. JB at times also, can, give us a threat there. Usually when he's on the front line, he spends a lot of time checking down into the midfield to get on the ball and spray it around and unbalanced defense and all that. So, again, I really like our team, going forward. And I think we have a team that can score goals, and I think we have a team that can defend. So that means we're going to have a real chance to be successful. Jaden is a player that's given us a threat on the wing, one of the fastest players on the team, super athletic. When he puts his head down, he can get to goals. So we look forward to continuing to progress him forward, continue to develop him, and with the hopes that he's going to be really, really dangerous in a playoff game. So, again, this team is well-rounded going forward, and he's part of that. This league's going to be fun, and I say that because every game's going to be challenging, but in some ways it's not going to be fun because every game's going to be challenging. Sometimes you like to show up knowing you're going to get a win, but this year I don't think we're going to get that. With the influx of new internationals, being 6 instead of 4, it raises the level of every single team, it raises the floor of every single team, so we're definitely going to have our best each and every game. I still think, Jones is they're the defending champion, so we're still going to have to continue to compete with them. But there's some threats coming. Hines has started off well, Southwest has started off well. Pearl is still a dangerous team. Colin, who finished second in the league, is going to, we have to play them in about a week. They're going to be a problem as well. So, we've been preaching to our guys consistency, right, and starting fast. Without the overtime rule, there's not a lot of opportunity to make up for some mistakes in the game like there used to be, and so, I see a league that's going to probably end with a lot of ties early on and then make for a lot of fights late in the season. So our goal is to start fast, so we're looking down instead of up. I think we stumbled a little bit early last year, and I think if we can start consistently and get the 3 points that we need each and every game, we're going to have a chance to win conference in the end. Wyndham continues to be consistent, as a player who played here and played on great teams. He knows what it takes. He knows how to keep his eye and focus on a team that's trying to compete and accomplish something. So, to see him continue to round himself into a great coach is a blessing for me. It allows us to really hone in on the team, and he's also a resource for the boys to go to. And when they have questions about how the season's going to go and what the expectations are, he has all those answers. So he continues to develop into be a great coach, and he's going to be one for a long time.